Welcome to Deadly Dames, and this is this week's pickup video. It is a little bit later than usual because we had problems with our iPad, and thanks to my brother-in-law, we've got it back nice and all fixed and working perfectly. So thank you, Alex. And as you can tell from my voice, and Claire's probably sniffing and coughing in the background, we are both still suffering from this cold virus that we've got. It's definitely a bugger. I can't shake it. It's been about 2 weeks I've had it for now, and you're about a week. You're behind me. So if she does start coughing, then it's just Claire dying in the background. So I'll start off with the DVDs I picked up, then just the normal Amaries, and then we'll move on to the steelbooks. So this week, DVD wise, we got Perfect Blue. I don't know much about this manga movie. It was actually a movie that Claire had spoke about. She had said she'd read about it and it looked really, really interesting. So our plan was to watch this last night, but you were really not feeling great, so she ended up going to bed really early, and I didn't want to watch it without her. So hopefully we'll get to watch this during the week, and it'll be as good as you read it was going to be. And then I've got this one here, What a Carve Up, which, to be honest, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see how addicted I've been to the Carry On movie since we picked it up since I got you it for Christmas. I've been addicted to watching. They're so funny, and this movie basically has the whole Carry On cast in it, and an extremely young Donald Pleasance. If I turn it over, you might be able to see him there. Hopefully it's focused enough, but he's so young in the back of this, and that's the reason why I picked this one up, because I've been so addicted to watching the Carry On films. They're so funny, and I just wanted to keep watching more of that. And then because I absolutely love Shameless Screen Entertainment, and I'll already have the Blu-ray, I really do support this company, and I want to see them releasing more Giallos. I think that they take a risk and they release things that other companies sometimes wouldn't touch, and that's the reason why I picked up the sect on Blu-ray, on DVD as well as Blu-ray. Plus, I just really enjoy having these covers and having this collection, so I had to get this one as well. Sounds mad, but I had to. And then today we were in Asda, and this is a film that I've read about for a long time, and for whatever reason it seemed to just not be coming out. It was similar to what happened with The Green Inferno, and that I'd read about it for like 2 years before I actually seen the movie on the shelves, and I didn't expect to walk into Asda and see Rob Zombie's 31 sitting there. They didn't have a Blu-ray, they only had the DVD, but it was really cheap, so I picked it up I'll take a chance on it, and if I really enjoy it, because I do enjoy a lot of Rob Zombie stuff, then I can always pick up the Blu-ray later. It wasn't that expensive for the DVD, plus I really want to watch it, so that's what we're going to watch tonight. And then Amaries. So I got my last 2 Arrow Video Sale Blu-rays through this week as well. So I had picked up Society. Now I do have the special edition box set of this, but it is quite thin cardboard that's on the special edition, so taking the movie in and out to watch does kind of damage the box. And I do actually really enjoy Society, so I don't want to go in and out and pull it in and out and damage the box by doing that, whereas this was in the sale, it was relatively cheap. I thought might as well pick it up, and then I can flip it over to the original artwork cover, which is really cool. I like the artwork cover for this, and I can watch it anytime I want without having to go into the box set to get it. And then I also got Sulcher, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is one of the sort of Arrow Video releases, which is a movie that I'd never heard anything about or I'd never seen before. And usually when Arrow release a movie like this, I'm not always as tempted to pick it up immediately. So sometimes I sort of wait for it to go into the sale before taking a risk with these films, just to be on the safe side. But I was reading the back of it, and Arrow usually have loads and loads of special features in the back. I was reading the back, and it actually sorry about the glare there. It does actually look really interesting, so I'm looking forward to watching this one. And then I picked up another couple of Powerhouse movies. I really enjoy this company so far and what they've been releasing. So far they've released Christine, Body Double, Happy Birthday to Me, 10 Rillington Place, which is the one I still need to pick up, and well, these 2, but they have announced a few other ones like John Carpenter's Vampires and Ghosts of Mars, and there's another 4, but I just can't remember what those ones are. But what they're releasing is really interesting, and I'm enjoying what they're announcing so far. So I took a chance on these ones from HMV, which were in the 2 for £25. So I got Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and this seems like a really interesting story for when it was set. Plus the cast that's in it's really, really interesting as well, so I'm looking forward to watching that one. And then To Serve With Love, and again the storyline to this one looks really, really interesting, so I'm looking forward to watching it as well. And the last one I've got to pick up is 10 Rillington Place, and I've been throwing hints like mad at Claire for that one. I just keep going hint, 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 hint.
Okay.
So hopefully the hints actually take and hold, that I really, really want it. But I've already pre-ordered, Claire, the 2 pop art Resident Evil releases, so hopefully I'll get some Powerhouse movies as a reward for being so kind and getting all those pop art ones that I know you'll love. So if you haven't seen them, go into Zavvi and have a look. They're really, really nice. The Resident Evil pop art steelbooks that have been announced.
They look like comic book covers.
Which is why we like them, because there's Extinction, I couldn't get that out there. It's got like the skull and the crow in the front of it, and Apocalypse is the other one which has been announced with Nemesis on the front of it, but there are another 2 to come, one with the liquor and one with, I can't remember what the other one is, the Executioner in the front of one though. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the pop art releases, but I do really like those Resident Evil ones, so I've pre-ordered Claire those ones. Talking about steelbooks though, so that's next what I'm moving on to. Now the next steelbook I'm about to... Excuse you. I think she forgot I was filming there when she let that one out. Excuse you, Claire. Dirty bugger. Right, so the next steelbook that I'm about to show you is one that I've been after for a very, very long time. And I've kind of put off picking it up because it's been so expensive. But I actually seen this recently on eBay and under a buy it now for a really reasonable price, and that's why I snapped it up when I seen it, and that is the Evil Dead 2 steelbook. I've got all the other Evil Dead ones, well at least the UK releases. There is a Evil Dead 1 and Ash vs Evil Dead Region 1 release on steelbook that I don't have, but I'm not too fussed about them because I don't have a multi-region player. And there is a pop art release of the remake of Evil Dead on steelbook, and I don't actually really like the design that's on it. Maybe if I seen it really cheap in the future I'd get it, but I'm not going to rush out to pick that one up. But this one here I really, really wanted, and no matter how many hints I threw at Claire, she didn't take them, so I ended up buying this one myself. Tut tut. But yeah, I absolutely love this steelbook, and you know I'm a sucker for the red and black steelbooks, and this one's perfect example of how beautiful the red and black look together. And I'll just show you the back. It's got Ash doing what Ash does, and that's killing some deadites. But yeah, I absolutely love this steelbook, and I'm glad to finally add it to my other ones. And then the next 3 that I've got here are all Zavvi exclusive Eureka Master of Cinema releases. The first one I'm going to show you is one that a lot of other people were also, like me, and super excited when they heard it was going to be announced, and then got a little bit deflated when they noticed it arrived damaged. But I think I don't really need to tell you what it is, because this has been something that a lot of people have been talking about, and that is the Fright Night steelbook. Now luckily the front of my steelbook is perfect, and that's the bit that really matters, is the front, because there's nothing wrong with that one. It is not damaged in the slightest. It looks perfect, and it looks really, really pretty. And it's the back that's damaged, if you can see up the top there, hopefully without the light. 2 great big scratches, and then down the bottom here is a little dent. I did contact Zavvi regarding this, and they have got back to me, so if you're in the same boat as me and you've bought this and it has arrived damaged, then I would recommend that you do contact them, because they will reply to you, and they will make you an offer. So get in contact with them and see if they'll give you something back towards this. It's a shame because the other 2 that I bought, they're also from Zavvi, they're also Eureka Master of Cinema steelbooks, and they've arrived absolutely fine, no damage whatsoever. It's just a shame that that happened to Fright Night. And the thing is, Fright Night was a movie that was long overdue having a digital remaster and having a really good Blu-ray release. And when Eureka announced that they were going to be doing it, I was really excited because their restoration work's impeccable. It's really, really nice what they do to movies. It's amazing how good the restoration work is. So I thought there was no better company to do it. I thought it was a bit strange that it was Eureka that announced it, but I was happy that it was them. And then when they announced that they were going to be doing an exclusive steelbook, I was even more happy because I've pre-ordered the Amory as well. And as I said, it's just a shame that the steelbook arrived a bit damaged, but they're completely sold out, so it's not even like you can get a replacement. but I'm still happy to have the steelbook. And then I'll just show you the other two. So next up is a movie that as a kid I always wanted to see, but there was no way in the movie's subject matter that my parents were ever going to let me see this movie. And I only recently picked up the VHS of it as well. And when you know the subject matter to this movie, you'll know why the steelbook doesn't have an awful lot going on in it, because it is a movie about a ghost doing bad things to a woman, let's put it that way. But although there's not much going on in this steelbook, I still really liked it, and that's the reason why I pre-ordered it. And as you can see, this one arrived absolutely fine, no damage whatsoever. And again, I was really glad when they announced it was going to be Eureka that was remastering this one, because they always put really good restoration work, loads of good extras as well, and really good booklets with it. And then the last one is one I was really excited about when it was announced, because I already have the Amory from Eureka and I've already watched the restoration work that they've done for this movie, and it is amazing. So if you've never seen this film, I'd recommend picking up the Eureka release, if I can say it, to watch. And that is Enemy Mine, which is a very underrated sci-fi movie. At the time that this movie was released, it was kind of marketed like it was a Star Wars film, and it's nothing like Star Wars. It's more of a character-based movie. It's basically about these two, well, it's a human and an alien race that are at war, and these two end up stranded on an entirely alien planet to both of them, and they have to become friends to survive. And it's just a story about these two guys and what they have to do to survive, and the friendship that they build to survive. But it is a really, really good film, so if you've never seen it, I would recommend seeing it. And I would recommend watching it from Eureka, because the work that they've done to it's amazing. And I'll just show you the back, because the steelbook's really, really pretty. But yeah, that's everything that I've picked up this week. And as always, if you want to chat about any of the things that I've picked up, obviously just leave me comments below. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully next time I do a video I will not sound like I'm loaded with a cold, and Claire will not burp in the background. And thank you, take care.